Hello, lovelies. So first things first, every time I go to the airport here in Albuquerque, I gotta check out my dad's tapestry he made. It's called Runways, and it's hanging up in the airport. Okay, anyway, this vlog is about the wonderful opportunity that Eric and I had to travel to Europe a couple years ago. We kind of made it our engagement moon because we had just gotten engaged right before this. And we got to go to Italy and Greece for the first time. So first off was the beautiful city of Florence, Italy. We got to go on guided tours of all the most amazing sights. Got to try some gelato for the first time. And we even got to go to the Tuscan countryside, wine country, and tour some local vineyards and do some wine tasting, which was awesome. The nightlife was pretty fun there too, and our tour guide even took us to karaoke where he showed off his singing skills. Took a quick picture with our tour group on the famous bridge in Florence, and then we took a train to the Italian Riviera where we got to see the towns that inspired the Disney movie Luca.
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Silenzio Bruno!
Believe me, I looked for Luca, couldn't find him. We got to have lunch at this beautiful cliffside restaurant, where of course had to try the pasta as I did throughout all of Italy. And then we got to relax on the pebble beaches for a little while. Then it was time to leave the beautiful Tuscany area of Italy and start living my best Lizzie McGuire life in Rome. Of course, we had to try tossing our pennies into the Trevi Fountain, and then we went to see the Colosseum. I can't even begin to describe how incredible it is to see such ancient architecture like this, especially on a guided tour where they give you all of the history behind everything, and it's really awesome and breathtaking and also educational. Rome really was like a big city. It was a little bit of a shock going straight from the rural countryside of Florence to the big city of Rome, but after a while you get used to it and it's really beautiful and so rich in ancient history that it's definitely worth the trip. One of the days we were there, we got to go next door to the Vatican City. It was unreal how clean and beautiful this place was. We got to go to the Vatican Museum, which was a literal work of art from the ceilings to the floors and everything in between. Everywhere you looked was just a masterpiece. The most breathtaking part of it all was getting to see Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. No photos allowed inside, so this is the outside of it, but it literally moved me to tears. Then we got to go inside the main basilica there, which was so massive that they said our Statue of Liberty could fit inside it. And again, literally masterpiece artwork everywhere you turn. Then the Italy part of our trip was over and it was time to board our quick flight to Greece. We landed in the city of Athens first. This is some video of our 5-star hotel room. And that was our view of the famous Parthenon from the hotel's rooftop restaurant. I literally felt like I was in Mamma Mia the whole time we were there. And of course, when in Greece, you have to try the gyros. Seeing Athens' local nightlife with our tour group was really fun, as we all would go out to dinner mostly every night. And of course, getting to go on all of the guided tours to see all of the ancient architecture here in Greece was amazing too. This was literally the Temple of Poseidon. It looks out onto the beautiful Aegean Sea, and even though it was very windy that day, we still had a wonderful time learning about all the history that was there. Got to spend some time on the beach in the evening. And then we got to board our ferry and sail to the Greek islands. Also, I was convinced I was going to be seasick on this ride, but I actually had so much fun. First up on our list was a cliffside wine tasting on none other than the famous island of Santorini. Now don't get me wrong, the views there were incredible, just like you've always seen in pictures, but the Disneyland-sized crowds definitely made it less enjoyable. The beaches were still nice though, so we did spend a lot of our time there. Also, my diet while in Greece consisted mainly of Greek salad. After Santorini, it was time to sail off to the next island on our list, which was honestly mine and Eric's favorite destination on our trip, which was the beautiful and very underrated island of Paros. Like I said earlier, we had just gotten engaged before we went on this trip, so this was me using my engagement ring to show off how crystal clear the ocean water was here. And this was the adorable little hotel we stayed in. We definitely got to experience all the day and night life with our tour group while we were on this tour. But honestly, once we got to this island, Eric and I didn't really want to do anything else but just relax, because the vibe here was actually really relaxing. And I'd say just as beautiful as Santorini views-wise, but without the crowds. Also, while in Greece, you have to try the dolmas, they're superior. Seriously, Eric and I loved Paros so much, we put it on our 15-year plan to one day own a vacation home there. Then it was time to sail back to Athens on the mainland and have our last farewell dinner with our tour group. Again, with a beautiful view as always. We all said our goodbyes and then we flew back home stateside. This trip was so incredible and life-changing, and we wouldn't have been able to do it like this without the help of our amazing tour company that we traveled with. The tour company is called EF Tours, and I will link all their info below for you guys if you want to travel with them. They do tours for all ages, high school, college, adults, girls-only trips. It's very awesome and very safe. It's all-inclusive. They handle and plan everything for you, from hotels to transportation to flights, everything. And the best part is, you can book like a year in advance like we did and then pay it in payments. It's really the easiest and most affordable way to travel and see the world like this. We loved it so much, as soon as we got back home, we booked another trip. So stay tuned for an upcoming vlog of our next trip to Europe. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog of our first trip to Europe. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And we will see you guys in the next video. Te quiero mucho!